Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be talking about 5 important things you need to know before studying in the United States. 5. I'm probably going to mention some extras, but I believe that this is very relevant to undergrads and also grad students coming into the United States to study on an F1 visa. So without further ado, let's get into the video because I believe that this information is going to help people. So you can kindly share this video to anyone that's interested in coming to study in the United States and help them out. The first thing you need to know or you need to do before coming into the United States is to take your SAT. So this is a reasoning exam, is a reasoning test that all colleges and universities, here it's called universities, that all colleges is called colleges. So SAT is, a reasoning test, a reasoning exam that every candidate trying to apply to a college or university has to take. So this exam is based off of English, math, comprehension, quantitative reasoning. And one thing I would advise is signing up for an SAT prep course provider in your area or in anywhere that might be. For me, I also did that. I did that for 3 months and it was really helpful. Yeah, it helped me to get more than average on the score, and I believe that it helped me to really discipline myself on how to read and how to do well. So you need to know that you need to take your SAT, that's your reasoning test, before coming into the United States. And on the other hand, for graduate students trying to do your master's, your doctoral program, you need to know that you are either taking your GRE, your GMAT or LSAT, anything that has to do with that. You have to take a standardized exam before coming into the United States. So think of that and think of how you're going to study and prepare to do well. Moving on to the next thing you need to do, or next thing you need to know before studying in the United States as an undergrad or a grad student, you need to search for schools that have international scholarships. So oftentimes people apply to schools and they don't really check the website. They don't really go through everything to know if this school provides scholarship or not. For example, some universities do not provide international scholarships. You have to come in and probably do, for grad students, like have an assistantship position that you will do in order for the school to pay your tuition, and you have to cover the fees yourself. So as an undergrad, you need to make sure that is your priority if you want scholarship, because trust me, studying in the US is pretty expensive. So you need to make sure that you're gearing or leaning towards schools that provide international scholarships and schools that that when you have a high grade point average, that's your GPA, is going to count for getting you scholarship. So you need to think about that. So the next thing you also want to do if you are trying to come to college or university and you don't really have the financial backing to go into a 4-year college, for undergrads, I would advise going to a community college. For me, as an example, like I said in a previous video that I made, I had to go to a community college, and this helped me a lot because I was able to take my general educational courses. So these are gen ed courses and elective courses. It helped me take it at a cheaper rate. And you can as well get your associate degree from a community college. An associate degree can be gotten in the space of 2 years, and you can decide to do that and then take the remaining 2 years in a 4-year college and get your bachelor's degree. What better way to have all the degrees, associate, bachelor's, whatever you want. Yeah, so that's a good tip for undergraduate students trying to come in. For master's students, I would just advise looking at schools that are cheap, that for their master's program it's not as expensive as you will go to private universities or state universities that are more expensive. So you want to think of, just weigh your cost. Next thing I would say is to leave off campus. Yes, this is a bit tricky. It's like it's a very tricky thing to just think of, because some might say yes, living outside campus is more expensive than living in campus. But I would say for me it's better to, leave off campus, get an apartment that you know is cheap. Yes, it might be the same price you pay living on campus, but trust me, living outside of campus like gives you more food options, because again, as an undergraduate student, if you're coming in, you're expected to pay for your meals, and the meals in school are not the best, and you can also take advantage of going to a place where you know that you have family, where you know that you have friends, or where you know you have friends and you can all live together, and that might just cut the cost of living alone or living in a 2-bedroom. So you can think of a 3-bedroom or 4-bedroom and just live with people that you trust. That's the only thing I would say. But my next point will be thinking of your program, thinking of the major you want to do when you come into the US. So you just want to look at programs that you know that they're going to be relevant in 10 years time, in 20 years time, that you know that if you come into the US today, they are going to need your services. They are going to need you to work with them. For example, it's a very good option to go with a program that is in the STEM major. So what do I mean by STEM? This is just taking your pure sciences, technology, engineering, and mathematics. So you want to think of taking courses or taking a major in that, and even non-STEM programs that are in the business category, in the social sciences. Just think of that. Like, be sure that you know that this is what is relevant right now in the world today. So that can really help you just maneuver coming into the US. And another thing I would say before coming is going through a school's website is very essential, is very important, because when you go through the school's website, you might see email addresses of current students that are in the program that you can reach out to. You might come across email addresses of deans, of the head of the department, or the programs that you want to go into, and that is a way of just taking their emailing them and asking them different questions. That is also helpful, before you decide to just give up. So just make sure you go through the website thoroughly and know what the school offers, and also know if the program you're coming into, or if the major you want to come into, is taken in the spring, in the fall, or the winter. So that's another thing you have to know. You have to make sure that as you're applying and you really want to get into the program, is this school going to be offering that program? For example, if it's a business program, is this school going to be offering that in the fall if you want to start in the fall? Is this school going to be offering that in the spring if you want to take it in the spring? So you need to take all those things into consideration, and trust me, these things that I've listed for you to know or for you to do would really help you, because those are like the basic things. Those are the foundational things you need to know before coming into the US. And I hope that these points and these things help you to get ready for coming to study in the US. I hope this was helpful, and if any other person, or if you know or have any other important things to do before coming to the US, please let us know in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it was of help, because I received emails and text messages like this about coming to study in the US. So I hope by doing this it was helpful. And yeah, until next time, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and just love this video. There's nothing else I want to say. See you in my next video. Bye.